It is official. I said it. Arsenal are winning the league right now. Man, here's my prediction at the beginning of the year. Arsenal going to win for the Queen. Who thought Arsenal going to win the league from 5th to 1st? A very fitting finish after a very disappointing season. Arsenal will be Premier League champions again following the death of Queen Elizabeth. The royal red card by Emerson Royal. Tottenham were never going to win the North London Derby. The Queen was going to be smiling, seeing Tottenham lose the North London Derby. Emerson Royal, red card, 62nd minute. It's Queen that has Gematria 62. Notice how it's Arson that has Gematria 62. Arsene Wenger was the last time Arsenal won the league. They had Arsene Wenger as 2003. So Queen having Gematria 62, a very royal red card, a very scripted red card in the 62nd minute. The very same day that the Queen died, the first game played was the Europa League between Zurich and Arsenal, a Swiss team. The wealthy like to hide their money at Swiss banks. I don't know if that has any significance at all to the title. Eddie Nketiah had a goal in the 62nd minute. It was a very, very rigged goal. It was a very, very scripted goal. It's Queen that has Gematria 62. Now take Arsenal and Chelsea. Even though Gabriel scored in the 63rd minute, it technically is the 63rd minute, but this is after 62 prior minutes. Gabriel scores 62 in 19 seconds. That's closer to 62 minutes than 63 minutes. This is all in tribute to the Queen with that 62. Queen Gematria 62. Arsenal defeat the booers of the national anthem. The Irish Liverpool supporters. Liverpool FC, Elizabeth II. Anthem having Gematria of 61. Arsenal, the youngest team in the Premier League with 24 years of age, the average age in 308 days. Close to 25 years of age. Arsenal, Gematria 25. Anthem is Gematria 25. A key pillar of all of this, very significant. I will elaborate more on 37 when we're talking about the breakdown of the tables before the World Cup. Well, Emerson Royal. Royal is Gematria 26. Queen is Gematria 26. Emerson is Gematria 89 and 35. Gunners, Gematria 35. Don't forget that it is Barcelona that he came to Tottenham from. Barcelona, Gematria 35. Let's see Gabriel here. Gabriel had the goal right there. Notice how Chelsea FC has Gematria of Queen, and Chelsea having Gematria 26. Maybe some significance to their Champions League titles, but that kind of explains the 62nd minute sequence that Arsenal scored against Chelsea. Now, date durations from the Queen's death to the key events. September the 8th. Queen Elizabeth died at 96 years of age. Arsene Wenger became manager in 1996. Don't know if that has any significance. Possibly. Arsenal, Chelsea, November 6th. Chelsea, they won because of the Russian money. Let's be honest, okay? But Arsenal, the club in London, okay? 59 days later from the Queen's death in November the 6th, Arsenal played Chelsea. It is significant to note that it is in Gematria. Blues has Gematria 59. In 59 days from the death of the Queen, Arsenal played Chelsea. They knew when the Queen's death would happen. They scheduled Chelsea around the planned death of Queen Elizabeth by the numbers. Arsenal and Tottenham. Tottenham, September. Let's see, this is Zurich. Let's see what Zurich has significance of. Maybe Zurich Football Club. Maybe. I don't know. Now, back to Arsenal Liverpool, the anthem booers. They booed the anthem. Arsenal scored within a minute or two. That had to be planned. They weren't going to tolerate any of that from Liverpool FC. 4 weeks and 3 days. Thou shalt not disrespect the crown. The crown. Elizabeth. Her Majesty. Her Majesty is Gematria of 43. This was a ritual. This was a ritual loss for Liverpool. 32 days later, when we do include the end day, Mohammed lost that game for Liverpool. Mohammed is Gematria of 32. By the numbers, Arsenal losing to Liverpool October the 1st. September 8th, October the 1st. 23, 24. Not much significance I can derive from with Tottenham. Let's see if Hotspur explains it. Not much meaning there with Tottenham, but that's okay. That is perfectly okay. Let's see how many points Arsenal take from the Queen's death ever since leading up to the World Cup break. So, how does the 22-23 EPL connect to this? The 31st season of the Premier League, the 124th season of the top flight English football overall. This is where we get the Gematria of Her Majesty. So definitely scripted. I mean, how do I predict Arsenal to defeat Chelsea? How do I predict Arsenal to defeat Tottenham, to defeat Liverpool, to lose to Man United? To lose to Man United. To lose to Man United. Manchester is also Gematria of the Crown and Majesty. Manchester United, Gematria of Royal. Devils, Queen, Gematria 26. Devils, Royal, Queen. Lost to Man United. Man U, Gematria 49 and 13. So we're at 32 goals at the break. It's Wenger that has Gematria of 72 and 36. Arsene Wenger's Gematria Queen. I mean, this guy was a dictator. He was a royal like a queen. It's kind of symbolic how Arsene Wenger was never fired, despite they never got within close. As long as top four was okay. So Arsene Wenger, his dictatorial tenure resembles the authority of the Queen. Now believe now more than ever that Arsenal are going to win the English Premier League. That now it's time to declare a victor. With 23 matches left. Was there any doubt? Oh, Arsenal just scored. Who scored there? Is that Odegaard again? Okay. 75. Martin Odegaard. He's Norwegian too, right? Like Erling Haaland. Isn't he? Odegaard? Let's check him out. I thought he was a Norwegian. Let's see. This Norwegian gets the league title. Yeah, he's a Sweden. He's a Norwegian as well. Odegaard gets the spoils right here. So yeah, they just scored. I'm watching the game right now. I'm watching Arsenal right now. 62 cannot be ignored. It cannot. Man United was the last loss before the death of the Queen. Gooner Queen Elizabeth. All the reading can be in the description. In the description. Rashford scored in the 66th minute of that game. It could all end in a title after losing to Man United. Where was Arsenal at points-wise after losing to Man United 1-3 and Man U Gematria 13 in scripted fashion? In raid scripted fashion. At 15 points, that's 22 points later. They're at the World Cup break. It's this 22nd World Cup. It's Arsenal, that's Gematria 22. Rather, Wenger is Gematria 22. When will Arsenal win the league? That's a good question. That is a very great question. Last game before the break against Wolves. Last game at the end of the year against Wolves. Nottingham Forest to end the year. They win the league against Man City on this day. They defeat Chelsea. They defeat Newcastle. Let's see how the day of the Queen's death ties into the predicted day that Arsenal win the English Premier League. Let's begin with Man City. If this is some huge underdog run that resembles Liverpool from 2019-2020, April 26th. Now, what's interesting, when is the Queen's birthday? Okay, it's 21st. It's the 21st. Okay. Right around the time of her birthday, they're playing this match. So it has to mean something special in some way, right? I think so. I do believe so. I do. The Queen's death, September 8th to that day. We can learn more about that death day for the Queen. Because the Queen's a gooner. Arsenal going to win the league. For the Queen. For Her Majesty, 33 weeks including the end day. English Premier League, Gematria 33. These are all Freemasons that rule the earth. English Premier League, Gematria 13. Masonry, Gematria 13. Arsenal had their first loss. They had 15 points in the table. What if this is a home victory against Chelsea? $33 weeks and 2 days? Okay, that's 33 sequence. What if it happens against Newcastle? Against the newly promoted, the new ownership group of Newcastle? 34 weeks at the Gematria of Arsenal FC from the Queen's death. Arsenal FC. That was the 106th season in the history of Arsenal. The crown is Gematria of 106. 2003, 2004. That was the invincible season, was it? "26 wins. Arsenal's Gematria 26. Queen is Gematria 26. Last time the Arsenal won the title, they had 26 wins. The Arsenal do it again. I'm convinced Arsenal do it again. And Arsenal win the league. The Arsenal win the Champions League as champions. Elizabeth, the crown, 43. Queen Elizabeth liked Arsenal, liked West Ham. Arsenal, West Ham, a 13th win for Arsenal Freemasonic style against the other favorite team of the Queen. .33 win percent. West Ham, we'll see. Definitely scripted by the numbers if the game remains at 33 goals entering the break. By the numbers, by the Freemasons that rule over the script. 24th goal for Wolves at the break. 2004 is 24. Wolves is Gematria 24. Queen Elizabeth's death is Gematria 90. Arsenal had 90 points in 2003, 2004, wasn't it? Or 90 goals. What was I reading? 26 points and 12 draws. 78. Elizabeth Alexandra Gematria 78. 26 wins by 3 points. 78. Okay, that is 90. So 90 points right there. Interesting sequence. This is the club of the royal family. There's no doubt Arsenal, their season opener was against Crystal Palace. It is Crystal that has Gematria September the 8th. Queen is Gematria of 98. Crystal Palace, the throne. Arsenal Palace 2-0. Death Gematria 20. Scripted as it is by the numbers. The scripted ritual Premier League title right after the death of Queen Elizabeth. For the Gunners from the Arsenal. August 5th. 34 days from the season opener to the Queen's death. 1 month, 3 days. 13 by the numbers. By Masons. First loss. Man U Gematria 13. 34. Arsenal FC is Gematria 34. It is Murder that has Gematria 34. Arsenal to win the league! Arsenal to win the league! Arsenal and Arteta to win the league after Messias wins the World Cup. Arsenal Football Club. Arteta 2-0. Messi 65. Gunners Gematria of 98 and 35. September the 8th. 9-8. Gunners September 8th. A scripted title in tribute to the Queen.